after some high drama in Game 1. A capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Philadelphia Phillies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Aaron Nola is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year. Has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
Jason Hayward heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 22.
And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia.
First pitch, 7:07.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And that misses 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hot shot to third. Oh, look at Franco. He goes to first. It's in time.
Oh, what a play. Wow, that's just a two-hop bullet right there. I mean, this ball is almost past him when he catches it, but look how he slides for it, and then it pops him right up to a good throwing position, and now he's got plenty of time to make that good, strong throw to first.
Addison Russell will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
And if he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pereira has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And that misses inside 1-0. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Hit on the ground to short. Crawford scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I love what Billy Burns does for this ball club. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because there's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base. So don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
Jason Hamill will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Billy Burns comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off there 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Cody Ashe will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Yeah, a couple of flyouts here to start the home first. I think he'd rather see a few more balls on the ground going forward, but I'm sure he'll take the 2 easy outs.
Odubel Herrera will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Now, you got the big thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Schwarber is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. After 1, no score. Chris Bryant makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the 2nd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Nope,
that's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Herrera on the run. He can't get there as it falls in.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Kyle Schwarber will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing, because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best, and they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Scooped up, 1 there, on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Boy, and that's good athleticism here by the pitcher, getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Pulled toward right center field. Burns is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mark Trumbo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Mark Trumbo.
Hamels is ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty, 2-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Right side, hit hard. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
The 2-0 on the way. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And that misses for ball 4.
Batting sixth, the shortstop.
J.P. Crawford will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber on the move. Into the stands. He got it.
Yeah, and this is not an easy play out there. You can see right here in show motion. He's got to do battle with the crowd down there, but he's able to navigate that sea of hands and then put it away. That's nicely done.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, and that's the third out. Phillies strand one. Will move to the third with no score. Miguel Montero leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike one, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You can bet they'd love a ball four here. So that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Jason Hamill will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. The second for one, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Juan Lagares as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Trumbo, and there are two away now. And with two away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Jason Hayward will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Tap fouled at home plate. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
And now on 1 and 2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Aaron Nola digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Hamill into the wind. First pitch on its way. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Two and 0 now.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Swung on, missed 2 and 1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
A little too tall that time. 3 and 1 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Waiting on it is Zobrist. One gone.
Batting ninth.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1 and 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 1 and 2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. High pop up. and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitchers are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Billy Burns will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
And the count will be full. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Cody Ashe will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Throw over to first, and the runner back. One and one, here it is. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1 to 2-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lagares has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now batting.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Chris Bryant stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
This one's flared toward left center. Schwarber comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman, Mark Trumbo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Trumbo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hamill has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Still looking for that first hit of the ball game, and this one had the potential to be one, but it was not meant to be.
Standing in now, Maikel Franco. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward has a read on it. And the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Kyle Schwarber will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Squared that one up just a little late. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. So he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Miguel Montero will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
A little tapper. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. J.P. Crawford comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And reined in, one away.
These guys are still looking for that elusive first hit. And this never had a chance of being the one. Just an easy pop-up as he keeps rolling right along.
Striding into the box, Kurt Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield. And that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
Fastball called for strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit to short. Russell has it. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Aaron Nola digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Jason Hamill steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Ashe. 1 down.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Juan Lagares in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Jason Hayward will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind it.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the looks of a very quick inning. But at least he's been able to stretch his at-bat out a little bit.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Cesar Hernandez will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Softly on a line to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that 3rd inning.
Billy Burns stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Cody Ashe will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Addison Russell will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Now here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Anthony Rizzo stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Comes set, now the pitch. Runners breaking for the plate, and they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? You're deep into a ball game. You're all tied up, and your manager rolls the dice big time and makes it pay off. How about a suicide squeeze to take the lead? You talk about firing up a dugout? What a call.
Kyle Schwarber takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hit to first. Trumbo comes up with it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Ben Zobrist will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Smoke toward third. Oh, look at Franco. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
Oh, love it.
Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. Cubs lead it 1-0. Will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, and there goes the no-hitter. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th, so the no-hit bid will end right here. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Trevor Cahill will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Jorge Soler is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 68, Jorge Soler.
Mark Trumbo will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
So striding in, Maikel Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back standing. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, and just as quickly as it looked like the tide might be turning in their favor, it turns back again. First and second, nobody out. He gets the huge double play ball here. The possible tying run does move to third base, but now it's going to take some kind of 2-out magic to tie this up.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The men on third with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes Soler, but he won't get there. It falls in. In to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1.
Well, we know this is a guy on the mound that doesn't like to waste a lot of pitches. He's coming right after his man on an 0-2 pitch, but this one's just a little bit more of a cement mixer. A lot of spin, but no action. So this is a good swing right here, and he's going to drive in a run with it.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Miguel Montero will dig in here, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Jorge Soler will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Juan Lagares stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
2 out, nobody on. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to center. Herrera's there. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. Travis Wood is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Travis Wood.
Andres Blanco is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. looped out towards short. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And, you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Had him bunting 2-0, and he misses for strike one.
Yeah, that's just not really good form right there. He's just kind of jabbing at that thing.
Shows bunt here, but this one misses, ball 3.
Not a very convincing swing there, especially on a 3-0.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll indeed square on 3-1 as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Settling in now, Billy Burns. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little bouncer. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The left fielder, number 25,
Cody Ashe will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Wood sets. First pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Here it comes on 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Back up the middle. That will get through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. And Montero's tag will be applied a fraction too late. He's in there to score.
That 2 RBI single gives them a 2-run lead. He's excited emotionally, and well, he should be.
Joe Nathan will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Joe Nathan.
Odubel Herrera will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Oh, and a good fastball hitter here. To me, that's a little surprising that he wouldn't be swinging away on 2-0.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
And on 3-1, you don't want to walk him and load the bases. I mean, he knows that at the plate, so he was just sitting back and waiting for this one. He turns it into a 3-run bomb.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Standing in now, Maikel Franco, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
In now, J.P. Crawford, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Elvis Arrojo will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
59, Elvis Arrojo.
Jason Hayward will stand in to start off the ninth here, with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Addison Russell gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
The 0-2 home. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 6-1. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.